Why did you come to the Heroes Academy?
Well, in our high school, we're required to do a junior research project, and our chemistry teacher, she let us start coming up with ideas and creating our proposals during June, and she thought that coming to this program would be really helpful, doing the fundamentals of research in the morning, and then going into labs in the afternoon to see how research is actually done. And I think it was really helpful because we learned how to search using Boolean terms and how we should write our research proposals, like introductions and discussions, and how to properly make figures so that they look right and the information is portrayed really easily. So yeah, in the afternoon we met a lot of interesting scientists.
What was the most memorable moment of these 2 weeks?
I think it was, I don't know, the whole time was really memorable.
How did this experience differ from what you normally do in school?
Well, when we were here during breakfast or lunch, or even after we came back from the labs, we could just go and talk to whoever was here. And recently we went into the robotics room and learned about magnets and microphones and waves and EKGs, and it was really cool. Whereas in school you can never do that. It's just the strict schedule that you have to follow.
Now, one of our mottos, if you see on our poster out there, is that education isn't just teaching you facts, but training you how to think. Do you think we accomplished that, and how has this experience trained you to think?
I think it has, because here they first, like in our class, he first tells us how you should go about doing it instead of actually telling us like, oh, since you're doing this, you should write this and then write that and then follow these steps. It's more like this is how you should approach the problem, and even if it's different, you can still keep doing this. And that made me realize that in school it's not like that. There's always just set formulas and you just keep doing that over and over.
So do you think that experience has changed you?
Yeah.
And how can you apply that? How's that going to help you going forward?
Well, last week, yeah, it was like near the end of last week and the beginning of this week, you put up calculus problems on the board for us to solve, and when you solved the first one, which was deriving the volume of a cone, I thought it made sense, but then when we tried to do the pyramid, the three of us couldn't figure it out because we didn't know how to actually go about solving it without a formula. But eventually Lance figured it out, and after that we sort of looked at it differently, and me and Amanda were able to do it again afterwards.
And I have another one. I think she covered them all. How else is this? What was the most important part of being here?
The most important part of being here was to know that learning can be fun. Well, I enjoy learning, but in school it's not the same experience. In school you have to do this. Here, if you want to go to the robotics room and see what's going on, then you can, and it's fun. If you want to do the calculus problem on the board, you can, and that's really nice.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Well,
It was a lot of fun having